Human fairy tales are so unusual, Raven said.
How so? Aiden replied. The fact we have stories that detail your existence, without any connection between our worlds?
More that your stories always end up with some strange motivation on the part of the fairy. They are making shoes. They are spinning yarn into gold, trading in human children. I have read these stories. I share my ancestors' confusion upon returning to the world, to discover the fictions told about them by your ancestors, despite never encountering them.
Fairy tales aside, we got a lot right.
I suppose. Her eyes diverted to the window as a cusp of glow appeared over the outer wall. But it makes one wonder if our existence only came about from your imagination. Perhaps our history is only a fabrication we embraced to justify our lives.
Wouldn't it be an insult to know you've been living a false life? Aiden asked.
Raven glanced at the 1,000 tomes lining the one wall beside her. We live too long to remember every moment, she said. Mine already has gaps. For my elders, their losses are measured in eons. Who is to say those are not the unintended mistakes of a lethargic writer? Aiden firmed his lips, not wishing to be argumentative.
I prefer to subscribe to ecological influence.
How our history inspired your fiction through an immeasurable ethereal thread, a term your people invented with little evidence to reinforce it.
If that were true... Aiden paused, realizing his escalation.
He softened his reply as she turned to him.
If that were true, then it only leaves two explanations. It's all a coincidence, or it's all a lie. And I don't much like either one.
Raven nodded. Your people prefer the latter.
You mean Tekkens or humanity?
The former, she said. Of all humans, we know little of those still embracing their machines. What I would not give to see inside one of those cities. It would truly be a noteworthy event for a custodian.
They would probably shoot you if you tried.
You speak so negatively. Your city is safe. It prospers despite what surrounds it. Would you not prefer it with your people?
My people long for a time when the only things that frightened them were themselves and Bronze Age myths. I compared delusions and chose the one with dragons.